Alright, back to it then. Back again, need to get the brackets in on the legs of these. As you saw in part 1, I've already done it on this side. Got the right angle brackets holding up the work top. Just need to get these two in. These are just propped in at the minute, a bit precarious, and held up on the barrel of course. But yeah, that's the job for today. Also, I'd like to get the first coat of oil on. That would be really nice. Just get a sort of feel for how that goes on. It's definitely going to take a few coats. I might need to sand them down as well. But yeah, that's today's job list. Okay, I got all the brackets screwed in and the legs on. There will be another one in the middle that separates the two cupboards on this unit. I've just clamped on the guide for the circular saw. I'm just going to cut this front bit off so it fits on, so it fits here properly. It's a bit difficult to clamp this down, so hopefully it doesn't go wrong, because I don't want a nasty cut along the front, and if I turn it around I suppose I've got one more chance, but let's hope it goes right the first time. Well, that seems to turn out okay. Looks pretty good. Just gonna get it with a bit of sandpaper. Also I'm going to try and sand the top just a little bit, and then might give a go at putting some of the oil on. So let's give that a try. All sanded down, feels a lot better now. It's got a really nice smooth finish to it. I could probably go higher on the sandpaper. This is only 120, but I think it'll do. It's pretty good, to be honest. It's a lot better than it was. So I might try some of the oil on this offcut that I've just got from the front of this one. Just have a go. I'll obviously have to sand it now. Just see what it looks like and how it goes on. So I'll have a little practice go on this piece. This is the oil I've chosen to use. This is raw linseed oil, as you can see. I went with linseed oil, especially raw, because it's quite a natural product. You can get something called boiled linseed oil, which traditionally would literally be this same oil and gone through a special process of boiling, which basically means that it dries quicker. I mean, you can still buy that. I'm not too sure where you'd find it, but when you see boiled linseed oil, most of the time it's raw linseed oil, raw linseed oil, but they add different elements to it. So they'll add certain heavy metals and things, basically to speed up the drying process. I'm not in any rush for it to dry, so I went with the raw stuff. I think you're only talking 48 hours is probably what this will take to dry, and maybe the other stuff will dry in a bit less than 24 hours or something like that. But yeah, I'm not too bothered about waiting, so I got the stuff that's a little bit more natural. I'm not sure it makes much of a difference, but that's what I went with. I've just painted a tiny bit of oil on this scrap piece of wood, and the difference is immediate. I mean, you can really see the grain. It brings it out really well. If you look at the other end, it's a lot lighter. That's the original, if it focuses. You can see here it's just, well, you might not be able to see too well, but it really brings the grain out. I haven't put that much on, but it seems to be going in okay. Yeah, I'm quite happy to use that. It looks really good. Obviously it'll darken and change as it dries and things, but yeah, looks good. Alright, let's pour some oil down and give it a go. There's no turning back now. Just start with a little bit for now, I think. Let's put that over there. Yeah, it really goes in pretty well. The wood seems to soak it up really nicely. Need to be careful not to flick it onto the wall. I've got a couple of old towels handy in case I drop it or spill any anywhere. Yeah, pretty nice. Looks really good on the wood actually. I quite like that. Just need to get it all spread out. Pick that up and show you. You can see the difference there. That's the bit with the oil obviously, and the light colour of the stuff around. I mean, I think this is probably going to take 3 or 4 coats anyway, so it's going to be drastically different, I'd imagine, once I'm finished. Alright, so I'll crack on with that then, and I'll show you the end result once it's all covered up. Wow, I can't actually believe the difference that's made. It's like night and day. It's a really nice finish. I've just finished painting this bit, or oiling should I say. It's a little bit wet still. I'm going to wait a few 5-10 minutes just to let a little bit soak in and then wipe off the excess. I don't know whether you'll be able to tell the difference, but that's the bit that's oiled, and that's the original bit. I mean, I do like this colour, but obviously you've got to protect it if it's going to be a kitchen work surface. But yeah, pretty happy with that. It looks really good. So I'll come back in a minute, wipe the excess off, and then that'll probably be the first coat done for now. So yeah, I've just got a bit of a towel here on the side, just an old towel just to put the bottom of the can on in case it leaves a mark. I'm sure it won't, but anyway. So pour a bit down, let's try and spread it out a bit. That's a fair amount. I don't think it matters too much. It took quite a lot actually. Well, this is a litre tub I think, and I think with all the coats I think I'll probably use it all. It spreads out pretty well, and as you can see the difference on the wood is immediate. Really nice. So yeah, let's try and get it spread out as best as I can, and like I said on the last bit, try and dry the excess off as well. One thing I did read online about somebody using linseed oil on a kitchen worktop is they were saying that once you put the first coat on and you dry off the excess, it looks like you can just go straight away for the second coat, which to be fair it really did. I thought if I hadn't read it I probably would have gone for the next coat after, you know, half an hour or so, but a lot of advice online said you've just got to leave it. It looks like it's ready but it's actually not, so you need to leave it to soak in properly. And like I said, I'm not in any rush, so that's no problem for me. Alright, that's about as much as I can get out of that splodge, I think. Put some more down, get the camera out of my way, and I'll get this bit finished and show you the end result. With oil, without oil. Okay, that's the other one finished. I haven't wiped off the excess oil yet, but yeah, it's a really nice effect. So I'll get these pushed back in place. I'll leave a bit of a gap at the wall just to let them dry. And like I say, a couple more coats or 3 more coats and we should be there. Alright, so I think that's the end of this one. Thank you very much for watching again, and if you subscribe to my channel you can catch the next videos when they come out if you're interested. So yeah, see you in the next one.